So here is the thing. I suck at finishing projects on time. Heck, sometimes I can't even start the project on time, let alone finish it. And so is the case with Shirtwaist September. So that's why we're going to be doing Shirtwaist September so that I can make myself a happy little fall dress and it can make me feel like it's not 96 degrees outside all the time. And in case this is the first time you're hearing about this, what? Shirtwaist September was created by my friends Ashley Mainmakes and Serena in September of 2024 to encourage everyone of all sizes to enjoy and make the ubiquitous shirtwaist dress. And today's video is sponsored by Squarespace, but more on them in a little bit. And I really wanted to participate. I already picked out my pattern. I have my fabric that I picked out because it's so stinking pretty. But I still couldn't get it done in time. But you know what? Sometimes you just need the right push in the right direction to make you want to do the thing. And mine is the fact that my hands just need to stay busy. So let's go ahead and make this dress. Now for this project, I'm going to be using the softest and cutest VIP Cranston print from the late 70s, early 80s, and Marian Martin 9342 in a size 24.5, which means that the bust is a 44. However, that's not my bust, so I'm going to have to adjust the bust just a little bit. Does adjusting this bust make me nervous because of the detail around the neckline? Yes, it absolutely does. Am I going to do it anyway? Yes, because sometimes doing the scary thing is the only way to learn. But before we get too far into this project, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website designing platform that allows you to make any type of website that you would like for any occasion. Maybe you're looking to create a lovely landing space, like a content creator page, such as the one that I made, with all these fantastic design tools that allow me to tell you when and where I'll be doing things, and as well, easily move and change things around so that I can keep you updated. Or perhaps you're looking to create your very own website to make your lovely paper dragons available for sale around the world. Squarespace has you covered there too, because Squarespace payments allow you to take all types of different payments to allow your customers to buy your products with ease. And in case you get a big order of these babies, you can also invoice people so that you can go ahead and just send out the invoices for bulk orders of your hot item. So head to squarespace.com to start your free trial today. And when you're ready to launch, make sure that you're going to squarespace.com/StephanieCanada so that you can get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Now, back to the project. Now here's the thing. I could have started today with a glorious montage showing you how I cut all the extra pieces out in this lovely little piece together clip. Or I could be on brand and tell you exactly what went wrong. I recorded day one on November 11th. It's currently November 25th. That's 2 weeks later. I had forgotten everything I'd done to that skirt. But I did look at it, and just because you look at something doesn't necessarily mean that you're like, yes, now it's going to translate to all these other pieces that I definitely have to cut out, and I will totally remember every single little thing and absolutely not have to recut at least 2 pieces. Here's what happened. I cut out all of the pieces, but I started with the back piece. I did the back piece cut out before I looked at the skirt. I had forgotten that on the back skirt, not only had I added 2 inches to that fold, I'd also added a 1/2 inch there along the side. I didn't cut that out. No. So I would have had a very uncomfortable bodice. So had to recut that one. And then I cut out both the front pieces, remembering the 1/2 inch along the side. We love to see it. When I did the sleeve modification, I did that one correctly. Meaning I actually split it up the middle, did the little Y, and fanned it out so that the actual length of the sleeve doesn't change while the rest of it gets bigger. But guess what? When you add a 1/2 inch to the bodice fronts on the sides, guess where you also need to add a 1/2 inch to? Yeah, that's right, the sleeve. So I have not committed to cutting out new sleeve pieces yet, because it's just so wasteful to me to not to have to recut like 2 actual pieces. That it frustrates me so much. I am thinking I am going to take my little addition there along the side, and I'm going to just it back to where the original point was, giving me the fullness at the full bust without adding anything to the arm's eye situation. Is that going to work? I don't know yet. Anyway, I've gone from explaining to stalling now, so let's start sewing. And sometimes life gives you just the happiest of surprises in these patterns. The first step is not making a dart. Oh, and in case you were ever wondering if I'm only harsh on modern patterns, no, this one, buddy. Piece number 1 is supposed to have 2 notches. 2! It's supposed to have 2 notches. Piece number 1, 1 notch. That's cool. Where's the other one? Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna wing it, you know, sort of like I do. But not without first fixing the pattern for future me. There, fixed it for you. Also for myself if I ever do this again. Dear viewer, for once, I actually basted something in place. Hold your applause till the end of the video, friends, so you can see the final reveal. Not me out here checking these instructions to see what the seam allowance on this pattern is, because that is something you should do for every vintage pattern that you work on. Hi, Moosh. Only to realize that when I traced out my sleeve last night, I only traced it to the lengthen and shorten notches. Not the actual short sleeve length. The short sleeve length is like another 2 inches long. So I'm either gonna have the world's shortest sleeves, or I am actually gonna have to recut that sleeve. At least I'll have a chance to fix it. Crap! But instead, I distracted myself with more collar shenanigans. This was a poor choice. This is the trust the process part, because right now I don't. That feels wrong. This all feels very wrong. I feel like this is supposed to be bigger. Okay, now's the truth-telling moment once I clip these threads. Yoink! Will this look like trash, or will it do what it's supposed to do? I don't know. I just cut the pieces out the way it told me to. Turn collar to right side, base and pressed. Okay, yes, this is indeed the next step. And oh god, I hope it doesn't look stupid. What? I don't think that's supposed to do that. I don't think this is right. The only upside is I think that this is this little piece right here. So it would be like heckin' tucked up into a thing. It's not laying the way the other one does. Is that supposed to do that? Like, I thought this was supposed to be like a little free boy standing up on top. Like, I think I did something wrong.
A few moments later.
I figured it out. The drawings let me down again. The reason this looks stupid is because this thing is supposed to continue this line, and this is not supposed to be stitched into here. Because when they told me to stitch this piece, right here, this stupid little green one, the drawing only shows this end, the pointy end, being stitched together. The directions say to stitch ends, plural, unlike the first time. So I think I was supposed to stitch both of these so that this goes all the way up and doesn't look dumb. And I definitely already trimmed the seams. Sure did. Because I was like, oh, well, that's just how it's supposed to be. No, it's not. So I'm either about to sew with the smallest hem allowance ever. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Yep. Ugh. So I need to undo the entire top line of stitching and this little piece so I can take the green piece out and then have it be ready to do again. Uh-oh. I think I just made this a full 1/8 inch too big. Well, I fixed it, sorta. This is definitely what it's supposed to look like, okay? I'm gonna actually write in pencil on my instructions. But here's my thing. I made this, it's like a 1/8 inch too short, so I feel like I'm gonna have issues with wherever this is gonna lay, so I'm probably gonna have to like adjust it by just the smallest amount. I've never cut more wrong pieces than I have with this dress. I don't know why. I want the dress. The problem is I want it done. I don't want to actually do it. That's where we're at right now. And she would valiantly try to make it fit, only to realize she needed to seam rip again. Now, if I'm being honest, did I want to do that? No. Did I know it actually needed to happen? Because not only was I losing 1/8 of an inch from the collar piece, but I was also losing 1/8 at the bottom. It's a full quarter. Yes, I know. And I know it's going to make a difference. So I fixed it, and I've pressed it now. I know, shocking. I do that occasionally. Now let's pray it actually fits better. All that work for barely any movement at all. It still looks weird. I mean, I guess it does look a little better, but was it worth all the unpicking? I don't know! Okay, well, I'm just gonna sew it now because I can't be bothered to care anymore. That was the entirety of my caring. Caring, not caring. We don't do that on this channel. You can't see because it's not laying correctly. Why is that so short? Oh no.
It was at this moment that she knew. She f***ed up.
Okay. trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. I'm not trusting the process right now. Step 1, wow, that is pretty short-waisted. Good to know. Next time, make the waist longer. You can't go back and magically add fabric now, so I guess it's just what it's gonna be. I think these are too close. I think they need to be here. Bam! Maybe just do one tuck. It's not the 40's vibe, but it gives it some shape. Yep, I think that's what we do. We just leave it with one tuck instead, and that's fine. Where the hell are these darts? They're probably all the way in the wrong spot. I mean, listen, I've put them in worse places. And no, I'm not willing to talk about the fact that there's fabric in here because this absolutely was supposed to be part of the last video, or 2 videos ago now? Either way, the big last, yeah, I forgot they were in here. Listen, I didn't even mess with this front. This doesn't look like their drawing. I had such high hopes for this pattern and it's like quickly being dashed. Yeah, we're gonna move this one down about an inch, at least the tail, so I'm just gonna like adjust it down. All right, I'll try that and see what happens. Let's go sew up all the darts. And with that, I have darts. Unfortunately, I'm also feeling quite defeated. I had such high hopes for this project, and now I'm very afraid it's just not gonna be what I want. That's where I'm at right now. That's how I'm feeling. It's not great, but again, we're trusting the process. This could still turn around. And, you know, arguably, while this was a right pain in the butt, could be very cute, I'm cautiously optimistic about the whole thing. I think I'm at the point in my sewing journey where I know I need to do the adjustments, but I don't want to. I would rather it just fit me, logically knowing that that is absolutely not how that works. It does not work straight out of the packet. Everybody is different. Everybody is everybody, and we're all a little different. But yeah. We're gonna put this in the timeout corner while it thinks about what it's done. Ooh. Good morning. Welcome to day 3, the degradation of sewing, also known as I don't care today, I just want this done. Ugh. I got the skirt done last night. And thankfully, I will say, skirt, not too much happened there. So we have an entire skirt con pockets. I did put the wrong pocket on the wrong side and then have to like just bang it around and just pretend like I didn't screw that up. It's fine. I'm just nervous because the front went together so poorly and I'm just afraid it's going to happen again with the back. Knowing that the only thing I have to do is like 6 darts and then put it together and make sure I have the left side halfway open with my little railroad stitch so I can put a zipper in. I'm really concerned about this now. I love that for me. Anyway, this is called procrastisewing. All right, let's go. Hello. The darts on the back are done. So, I'm sorry, am I boring you, sir? So now I have to put the shoulder seams and the side seams together, leaving the left side with my basting stitch so that I can run the zipper in a little bit. And then we're gonna try this on and pray. That's what we're gonna do. There's gonna be a lot of praying that's going on. Okay. Well, I got it on over my head without having to pull out the zipper stitches, which is a win. but it's very short-waisted. It needed to it almost needed to be extended here. Probably needed a full bust adjustment, which I didn't do. It'll be fine. I'm just annoyed. I wanted this to be a really lovely dress. And it'll still be a fine dress, but I don't think it's going to be one that I reach for all the time, unfortunately. It does at least look very, very fall. We'll go with the small wins. The back does fit, thankfully. Huzzah for that. Oh no, I do actually have to deal with the sleeve now, don't I? Crap. So as much as I would love to continue forward doing sleeve things, the instructions say otherwise. I have to do the bias binding around the back neck edge and all the way down that one front panel, which is totally fine, right? No big deal. So I would like to thank, and I'm so sorry, I don't remember who it is, but whoever sent me a whole ton of this brown bias tape, thank you so much, because right now we're about to use this to go around the back neck and all the way down. So if that was you, thank you so very much for enabling my creative, crazy, chaotic sewing journey. All right, let's iron. Well, it's done. And I can't properly describe how thankful I am that it fits. Literally, sometimes it's low bar, baby. But honestly, I'm pretty proud with how it turned out. Are there a couple of things that I want to change? Sure. Do I want to rewrite that entire instruction thing because Lord God, where was the quality assurance, Marian Martin? Marian, come to the front. What is happening here? Why were your notches wrong? Why were you telling me to sew seams wrong? Fun fact, my hair's covering this thing because that's not supposed to do that, because that's supposed to be sewn into the collar and go up to the shoulder just like it does on the other side. But they told you to sew the wrong seam. It's fine. Because we have a finished dress, right? Finished dress, we love to see it. And yes, I will show you proper reveal. You just gotta wait a little bit. So I am so freaking happy with how this turned out. I am going to proudly wear it because yes, this is the most fall coated dress that I now own, and I am here for it. And I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. And if you do want to get your own website up and running, make sure that you're heading to squarespace.com. And when you're ready to go ahead and move forward with your new website or domain, make sure you're going to squarespace.com/Stephanie Canada for 10% off your very first purchase of a website or domain. And now, let's check out the reveal of this fun 1940s dress. Deadpool is absolutely going to be coming out of my head for this ad. Or perhaps, are you looking to... or perhaps you're... Hello, hi. I could have turned the camera off. You're welcome.